Welcome to another Clifty Crypto video. Been a while. On my way to get a mic so we can sit down and have a little talk about this project that I made a video on a little while ago, but it's all coming out now.
Don't get me. I've done it. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, we did it. Fucking hell. Okay, so I put together a little presentation for you. 9 months ago we touched on Trident. It launched on Harmony 1, and things were up in the air for a bit, and obviously Twitter, the go-to place to keep up to date with your crypto projects that you liked. I kept seeing Monolith, the lead developer on Trident and the lead artist, tweeting about stuff, and I knew it was coming. Basically, like, they had figured things out. They've moved the game from Harmony 1 to Arbitrum, and they found their place on Arbitrum. The coin came out February 1st, drummed up a lot of interest. People are getting really excited for the game. So let's just run over quickly what the game is. It's 2D. It's going to be a 2D game. It'll be player v player, so multiplayer world. It'll be lots of fun for the crypto community to get involved with. All those ETH people will be coming over to Arbitrum. There's going to be player v environment stuff for people that are not so keen on, trolling, going after people. They can just chill and do their RuneScape fishing and log cutting. They're going to be bounties for you to put on other people. If you get killed, you can chase them down. You can pay for someone to go kill that person and get your loot back. Build your character up. You only get one character per wallet. So if you want to sell your character and all the stats and all the grinding you've done, you want to sell it to someone else, it's going to be hard to do that because of both people. The only way you can do that is with the seed phrase for the wallet. So everything that you have in your wallet would be at risk unless you move it, and you have to trust that the other person is not going to re-download the account and fuck with it. So both people will have the password to the account, which is a plus and a negative. We'll get into that in a bit. We've got pseudo krakens, we've got NFTs, which have exploded in price as well. Houses, and it's not going to be a land sale, NFT cash grab. We've got the coin PSI, which has absolutely gone mad, and eventually sponsors on different people sponsored, like streamers and stuff. So the game is going to be free to play. Anyone can get access to it. You can see the gameplay next to me now. I can have a little play on it because I own a Kraken. It's really easy to take part in the game. Just literally get your wallet linked up, get on Arbitrum network. It's free to play. Start grinding, start playing. So what I touched on earlier about one account having one character, the plus of it is the fact that everyone playing is probably going to be their account, and they're going to be like, invested in the game, grinding it up. It's not going to be someone that's just found the game, brought a character that's been worked up to the top, and also people aren't going to be grinding just to sell their account. But you don't know how it could play out. There could be like a service that someone provides that grinds up accounts and sells them. So the negative to it is also the fact that you can't make money on your player, but there's going to be an exchange for you to make money. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out anyway. The game is being branded as risk to earn instead of play to earn. Play to earn just doesn't work. We've known this for a while, since Axie Infinity's SLP potion or SLP token literally mooned, and then it's just died off because it's just super inflationary. You just get it as a reward and people will just get to sell it, and now it's like worthless. You can see that is literally the SLP chart for Axie Infinity. That was your reward for buying these stupid little things that were worth so much money. If you're playing that game, you're wasting your time. People literally botted and farmed and just rinsed up everyone in that community, and it's just been chucked away now. With risk to earn, you actually have to put your money on the line. There's a winner and there's a loser. You don't have to do it like this. You don't have to enter these tournaments. You can grind up. I'm not sure what other ways you're going to be able to get the PSI or the PSI token, but I think risk to earn is a better way. So if you create a decent character and you grind your character up good enough to take on people, then you're just going to be going around killing and looting, similar to RuneScape. That sort of thing I'm very excited for. There's going to be a market for you to buy and sell stuff like the Grand Exchange. I can see people really blowing up their accounts or doing something stupid. I mean, if you remember back in the day, Ice Poseidon playing RuneScape duels, that really made him big. Like I can see something like that happening with Trident, and also RuneScape didn't really like things like that happening, but in Trident I can see that is going to be like a big thing with streamers, like risking a lot. I've put the Pyma Studios logo here because I think the guys over at Trident and Pyma could really come together and make something good, like make everything smoother. Not only do they have stateful NFTs, so you'd be able to sell your profile. I know it's actually not like something that they want in Trident, but it's something that could be done in the future. But I think the main problem on this game could be the signing of transactions. It's going to be interesting to see how that works. Will over at Pyma Studios, they're looking to make things smoother with that. Making a game on chain is very hard because it needs to save everything on chain. So I'm very interested to see what they're going to do with Trident to combat this. So the Psi token and the Oasis swap, they're also building Oasis swap, which is basically an exchange on top of Arbitrum. So there's going to be a Psi LP for people to obviously trade the token. There's also talks of having other Arbitrum coins on top of that. I'm not sure how it's going to be integrated, or if there's going to be like people that own Psi will earn for providing liquidity, all of that stuff. And the Psi token since launch, it launched at $1.40. Okay, which was I think was a $3 million valuation. As I was recording this, it went up to $7. So $1.40 to $7 is still pretty early. I think this could honestly go to $10, but I think if you're actually interested in this, just keep an eye on it for dips, because there's going to be some massive sell-off at some point. There's not much liquidity in the LP, so I think eventually there's going to be a massive dip. Also, it's a little while to the game. The game on launch could go like, it might not go amazing, like there could be a crash, so many people trying to play it. The Asia crypto community is getting word of this game, so it's probably going to blow up. I think the launch might be a bit rocky, but afterwards it'll probably be alright, so you might find a good opportunity in buying then. There's also NFTs. We've got the pseudo krakens. You can see this is what they look like. They basically just follow you along, but they're not just like a cosmetic. They also allow you to vote on the future of the game. In a podcast that I listened to with the creator Monolith, he was talking about how RuneScape allowed their community to get involved and see how the future of the game should progress. Well, one Kraken equals one vote in the future of development. So if you own a Kraken, you can vote on the future of where you think the game should go. This is good, obviously, because then you have a solid community of people that care. And if you don't care, you just get to sell it. But if you do care, you're going to buy it. There's only 3,000 of them, and they've already gone from like 0.02 ETH up to 0.3 ETH, so it's like literally fucking exploded. They've also got another NFT, these little Mortimaros heads. They've not actually been released yet, so there might be like some rarity to them. I've picked up a few of them, they're quite cheap. I also got one of these little orange Krakens, because apparently like the blood red ones were a bit more expensive, but I just aped in and brought one of these orange ones thinking it was that, so I'm just going to stick with that for now. They're all on OpenSea. This up here is literally the price explosion of the pseudo krakens. Right, some pros and cons. Let's kick off on the cons. Now, obviously, a game relies on developers keep developing. If you make loads of money, you kind of lose the incentive to develop, and it's obviously key to a game's development and progress is the team keeping on top of things. And if the game dies down and the cost of running the game and running the servers is too much and the servers close down, then the game's obviously going to stop and everything that you have there is really not going to be worth much. That's where Pyma Studios comes in again, because I don't know the technicals behind it, but apparently you don't have to have the servers, it's all on chain, and even if the developers were to say we're walking away from it, then the game would live on. I don't know how that works. I'm not a technical guy, but that's something worth looking into. Everyone loves a smooth gaming experience. They want it to be fun. If it ends up you've got to sign transactions all the time and then you end up paying an arm and a leg, well, that's probably not going to be too bad on Arbitrum, but if you have to keep signing transactions all the time, it's going to make the game clunky. In a podcast that I listened to with Monolith, he also says people are going to hate how you have to jump from world to world. That's obviously, he said people are going to hate it already. He knows people are going to hate it. That is a bit of a red flag there, because if people don't actually like playing the game, it might be not as fun to play, not as sticky. And what I said earlier about the launch of the game. If loads of people want to play it, the game is going to crash. You're not going to be able to get on it. Yeah, it's going to put people off for a little while. Now let's get into the pros. Free to play. Anyone can get on it. There's no VCs involved. Monolith, the developer, is actually been I've been following him for like over a year now, and he's always like shit posting. He's got a good story about being in the warehouse and his grind up. He's been in crypto since 2016. He knows how this shit works. And I guess you could call it his baby. He does all the artwork for it, and he himself is a gamer. When he talks about the game, he wants people to play it. He wants to make it a good game, a good crypto game. I don't think there's actually one out there at the moment. The first risk to earn game to market. I've not heard anything else about risk to earn. This was the first place that I heard risk to earn, and I was talking about it back then. Game should reward loyal players, players that grind out. The NFT system for voting on the progression of the game, the DAO, well, sort of DAO, with the pseudo krakens, is a 1-to-1 vote, 3,000 of them. Worth getting one if you're interested in the game. Lastly, in summary, just go and play the game. You can go against the kraken. You can sign up for free. Get your MetaMask wallet on Arbitrum if you've not been on it before. Have a little play around, and when this game launches, have a play on it. See if you like it. You don't have to buy the PSI token. But a small bag of this at the moment could be a big bag in the future, because I can see this game actually lasting. I think this will actually be a sticky game. I'm very excited for it. I've got a Kraken myself. I've got a small bag that I'm looking to get a bigger bag on dips. If we get dips, remember this LP that's out at the moment is the liquidity in it is not thick. It moves quick basically. So I'm watching it for a dip, but it's hard on a dex. You can't put a limit order in. You literally got to be watching the chart. So yeah, just go and check it out. All links will be down below. And thanks for making it all the way to the end of this video, listening to me. Bye.